Most data analysis in Displayr involve the use of a dataset. To connect a dataset, click Add a Dataset here on the left side. There are many ways to connect your data. In this example, I'll import a dataset stored on my computer. This is an SPSS file called Cola Tracking. SPSS files are one of the best formats to import into Displayr. They have much more data, like question numbers, labels, and question wording. It saves time because you don't have to manually enter the information, and fewer mistakes tend to be made when working with the data. Let's take a look at some examples. If you look at the datasets tree on the left, you'll see that each variable set has a descriptive label like age categories. And when I hover over age, you can see the values also have a label. For example, value 21 is in the 18 to 24 age category. SPSS data files give lots of rich information. You can also import other file types like Excel and CSV into Displayr. But they often require more formatting than an SPSS file. First, I'll import a CSV file that I've saved on my computer by adding another dataset. Yes, that's right. Displayr allows you to have multiple datasets in the same project. Now, you can see that compared to the SPSS file, not as many variables have a descriptive label. And when I hover over a variable set, I only see numeric values, not the rich categories we saw with the SPSS file. To add that information, go into the data value settings and manually enter the labels for each numeric value. This is why we recommend SPSS files over Excel or CSV formats, as they save lots of time. You can also connect to data collection platforms like Qualtrics, Forsta, and SurveyMonkey too. In this example, I'll show you how to import a dataset into Displayr using our Qualtrics integration. I'll click on the plus sign in the datasets tree to add a new dataset to the project. Then I'll click the Qualtrics XM icon, which will open a new window where I can paste my Qualtrics base URL and token. Your Qualtrics base URL is the base URL when you are logged into your Qualtrics account, with a / API appended to it. And your API token can be found under your account settings in Qualtrics. I can set how often I want the data to refresh from Qualtrics. If you leave the field blank, it will refresh each time you open the project. Otherwise, you can set it to a specific number of hours. I'll set it to a large number, just as an example. Each time the data is refreshed, everything in your Displayr document will automatically update with the new data. Next, you'll see all your projects in Qualtrics. You can search for the one that you want to connect, and then select it. And now, the dataset is loaded into the datasets tree as a nicely formatted file with question and value labels. Your Qualtrics base URL and token are found in your Qualtrics account settings. You can find more information and step-by-step instructions in our help article. Just search for Qualtrics. sometimes you might want to import data via a URL or store it on a cloud drive, such as Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive. I'll use Dropbox in this example. Click on the plus sign and then select the Dropbox icon. The first time you connect data using Dropbox, Google Drive, or other cloud drives, you may be prompted to enter your login credentials. I've already connected my Dropbox account, so it takes me directly to my Dropbox files, and I can select the dataset to add. And now my dataset is in the datasets tree. One thing to keep in mind when connecting data as a URL or cloud drive location is that you will need to have the folder and file set without password protection and accessible to anyone with the link. This way, Displayr can access it without any issues. You can read more about connecting your data using these methods by searching for each in our Help Center. If you want to add tabular or aggregated data from another app like Excel, you can create a standalone table by copying data and pasting it into Displayr. I've copied an age and gender table from Excel, and I'll paste it directly onto this page in Displayr. You can also create many visualizations from aggregated data. Click on the page where you want your visualization to appear. I'll create a stacked column chart using the same age and gender data. To find the stacked column chart quickly, I'll search for it in the search bar. And now I can paste in the age and gender data by clicking on the Paste or Type Data button. For more information on connecting different types of data, go to help.displayr.com.